It's 7:48. I have just got back from dropping Nova at nursery. Removals people are going to be here within the next 10 minutes, I believe. So it's a big day, hopefully. Feeling all the emotions just keep welling up every 2 minutes. I just really hope it goes to plan. So we were supposed to exchange yesterday, but literally in the last 10 minutes it just didn't happen, at like 4:30 yesterday PM. So today we have to exchange and complete the same day simultaneously, and meanwhile our entire house will be packed into boxes. I think the power in the house goes off tomorrow. It's just feeling very stressful, so removals are here. Literally sat sobbing in the car. Don't know why I bothered to put makeup on today. But we have finally exchanged, so everyone is legally bound to complete today, which is obviously amazing news. It's just a lot. I've been waiting for so long for this, so 14 months later, they are happy tears. I'm just relieved, overwhelmed, and we've got a big day ahead of us. I've just had so many messages from you guys on Instagram, like I couldn't even count. Hundreds, thousands, and it's just really overwhelming and lovely that so many people are rooting for us. I think the last time I've had like this much support was, and people just rooting for us, was when I was in hospital with Nova in the pandemic. So okay, I have composed myself. Yeah, I had to leave the house because the removals people are there. It's 10 o'clock now, so they've been at our house since 8 o'clock this morning. But they turned up with a Luton van, not a lorry, and basically the quote apparently, they'll only fill the Luton van 1.5 times, which is not going to fit all our stuff in. I just know that. They only gave us about 5 or 6 days notice to move, so we obviously didn't have many options with removals people. So literally the only option, the only people who could do it today was any van, and they subcontract it out, and it might be absolutely fine, but yeah, I don't know, like the people that are doing it, I don't know, I was expecting like a branded van, or you know, branded out like t-shirts or something, but it's just, I don't know, I think we're just on edge anyway. But it's just absolute daylight robbery. We've paid, I think, £2,300, which is way more than some of the big removals companies were going to charge us, but we just couldn't get them on the day that we needed. So yeah, £2,300, and that includes them packing up the car as well. The house. I've just seen a car. So that includes them packing up, but it only includes up to 70 boxes, and they've come today, and the boxes, I kid you not, are like this big. No way were we going to pack all our stuff up, but luckily, because we were so anxious about the whole thing and anything going wrong, we've obviously already packed our entire house up pretty much. Good job we did, because we would have been so screwed today. So they've literally just been packing up the kitchens and any sort of delicates, wrapping them up, and then they're liable if anything gets broken. Yeah, so we've just exchanged, but we have to wait to complete, although I do think we've just had a message from the people that we're buying off saying that they're happy for us to start moving in. So yeah, my dad's bringing a van over to the house that we've hired. So yeah, it's just going to be a long day, I think, but I just hope we complete in the next couple of hours so it doesn't get stressful this afternoon. But oh, I'm so glad that they're going to let us start moving in. But yeah, I had to leave the house because I was in the way and I couldn't do anything because we've packed everything up and they were busy doing what they were doing. So I've come to get a white hot chocolate and some fruit toast. because we were just sat around waiting. Next thing I guess is we get the keys, and I think we can start moving in about an hour and a half. So I'm gonna go back home now, see how they're getting on. My dad will be there soon, and hopefully I'll stop crying. Probably not though. I'm gonna go see if I can help, and the next time I come on here I should hopefully have the keys, and I will try and show you an empty house tour quickly before the removals get in. And my dad is pulling up now in a van. So we haven't completed yet, but the owner of the house we're buying has just let us start moving in. So I've just got here, and I thought I'd just show you before the removals get here. So I'm gonna have to be really quick doing this, but I just wanted to show it empty. So this is gonna be the bougiest ever, but this is gonna be Nova's playroom. How amazing. Absolutely obsessed with this place. And then through here, this is our living room. So this is actually bigger than the playroom. Cannot wait to get a Christmas tree in that bay window this Christmas. And then if I go through here, this is the utility, the doggies, little toilet, and then, wow, this is so rushed. This is the dining room. That door goes out to the back garden, so you've got a separate route from the kitchen. So this is the dining room. All the sash windows are amazing. Dining room, and then they've extended and put the new kitchen in quite a while ago, but obviously it's a lot newer than the rest of the house. So, and then this is the garden. So I'll run you upstairs quickly. So you can't really see very well from here, but out there, our garage is down there, and upstairs is boarded but not plastered, and that's going to be kind of our guest bedroom, granny annex. And then we have like an outdoor toilet out there and a log shed. So I'll go upstairs really quickly because they're going to be here soon. I'll show you the bathroom. It's quite a big bathroom. So it's like a family bathroom. So worn out. And then this is Nova's room. She is thrilled because she can see her Wendy house, which her windy house as she calls it. It's actually a summer house, but we won't use it, to be honest, so we're gonna convert it for her. So there's Nova's room. And then, oh, these windows, man. This is the other bedroom. It's amazing. Our bedroom. So this is going to be our bedroom. And the plan is to put like an arch, when that wardrobe's gone, put an arch doorway, knock through into the last bedroom and make this like our dressing room. That's the plan. Overlooks the garden. So I'll show you outside in the garden really quickly. I'm not sure if there's keys for the granny annex, but I'll do my best. This is the garden. So happy about that because I'm an adult. And it goes all the way around the house. So they had chickens here before, so we're gonna get chickens again. And then yeah, it just goes all the way up. It's a little greenhouse, some veg trucks, and then the garden does wrap around the front, but the fences are useful for the dogs, to be honest. So yeah, look at those windows. Right, I'm gonna see if I can show you the granny annex. because I don't really have to go. We've got loads of outdoor storage, so good. I've never had this before. So we've got the garages, we've got an outdoor shed as well, and then we have this outbuilding as well, and this is the one I showed you from inside. So this is like an outdoor toilet in there, and then logs in there, and then this is the top floor of the coach house. So I'm above the garages, so in time they've had windows put in. We'll plaster all this, and this will be kind of like our granny annex guest bedroom. Plenty big enough, and I think, I don't know, we might be able to do something else with it as well. So we've been in the house for a whole week now. We literally moved a week ago today. I definitely meant to vlog the rest of the moving day, but it turned into a complete nightmare, so that didn't happen. Basically, as suspected, although we had booked what the moving company had recommended, so we told them we were a 3-bed, and they sort of recommended the service, and then that's what we booked. Even though we did that, they would only do 1.5 loads of the van that they had provided, so that didn't even, I don't even know if that half emptied our house. So basically Matt, my dad, and my brother-in-law were doing the removals till probably like 6 p.m. that day, which was only made more stressful by our buyers literally pitching up the minute they completed with all their belongings and wanting to move in, even though we didn't complete for another 2 hours. So I think I was at the lucky end. I was at the very easy, stress-free end, because I was here waiting for removals to tell them where to put everything. But the other end, not so much. And yeah, anyway, it was a week ago now. It feels like a lifetime ago because all this kind of drifted away, but it was a mega stressful move, and we obviously would have liked to be more organised, but we didn't have much time, because I think we were given less than a week when we got our completion date. So that turnaround is not easy, and Matt was out of the country for I think 4 of those days, so I was packing up the house, but it didn't give us many options with removal companies, blah 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 blah. Personally, wouldn't recommend any van. We wouldn't have gone with them anyway. It's just literally they were our only option, but that is just our experience. So yeah, we've been in here a week today. It's still, that's Bean snoring. It still feels very surreal. To be honest, we've said a few times it feels like we're in a holiday home and we're gonna have to go home soon. It very much feels like that because we've just been waiting for so long. It just feels completely surreal because it's such a special property. It was built in the 1800s. The people that we bought it off were here for 20 years and they completely restored the place. It's incredible. They left us a USB drive of sort of everything they did since they bought it, and it's wow, the stuff they did to this house was just to restore it to its original is amazing. I'll have to share some of the photos at some point. And they also gave us, which they had been given obviously when they bought the property, the original deeds from back in the 1800s and for the sort of next couple of buyers. But they're literally insane. Like, I feel like we need to get these framed. It's fascinating. So yeah, it just feels like a really special property, and the previous owners did such an incredible job with it and really kept it in such an amazing state that there's not a huge amount that we really have to do immediately. You know, even like all the sash windows are double glazed, which were all things that we were looking for, because one, we didn't want to move in with a toddler to a house that didn't feel clean or safe for Nova. But also getting things like sash windows replaced to make the house warm, etc., are very expensive. So these are all kind of things that we kept in mind, and like I say, they've just done an incredible job. Hats off to them. We are just so impressed by everything, and it's amazing to just be able to move into this kind of property and not feel like we have to rush to do anything because it's in such a good state. That being said, I of course have things that I want to do to this property to make it our family home. I have absolutely no intention of modernising this property in the slightest. I fully want to support its period features and everything. In fact, one of the things that I can't get my head around with the previous people that lived here is how they did such an incredible job with the whole house. Literally everything, restoring and buying antiques for it, and like they replaced all the quarry tiles. I just can't understand why they put a gloss modern kitchen in. So that is what, and I'm talking like a 5-year plan here. I have no issue with the kitchen layout, and I'll show you in a minute. I love the kitchen layout. I love the island, and even where all the appliances are and everything make total sense. However, if we were able to keep the units and remove the worktops and replace them as well as the unit fronts, then I'd love to give it more of a timeless kitchen look. I personally just don't think that white gloss does this house justice. I wouldn't really change anything about this kitchen as in layout. It would more just be to make it less of a modern feel. But we have been also discussing, and this is in no time soon, but we have also been discussing putting a door here, and then so yeah, this is the log shed. So that's the kitchen, and then putting a door in here and a glass walkway to go into what is now the log shed, but convert it to like a Victorian cold pantry for more kitchen storage, but also, oh, who doesn't want a pantry? So that's an idea for much further down the line, because Matt is obviously freaking out that I want to do that. In here, again, it's just going to be painting really. I need to change the dining chairs at some point because I just don't think they are going so well anymore. But they served us well for a long time. We had discussed for a long time before we moved in about knocking through like an archway into the playroom, which I've kind of decided against. For now anyway, we'll see how we get on, because I don't want to lose these cupboards. They're absolutely amazing for storage, and I love the symmetry. But from a family point of view, anyone with a young family will know how open plan space works really well for us anyway, because Nova doesn't really want us to be in a different room if she's playing or something, so she likes us nearby. So if I'm cooking dinner or something, ideally, you know, we're within reach of her. So we're just going to see how we get on, but yeah, I'm not going to do anything for now. Now, controversial, I am not a big fan of quarry tiles. However, I'm not going to do anything with them because I completely appreciate how special they are to a house like this. So they're not going anywhere, but maybe you need to get like a rug or something to just tone it down a little bit for me. I know loads of people love them. They're just not my cup of tea personally, but as I say, they are not going anywhere. They are very special to the house, as it all is. We really want to do everything we can to just keep it as it is, but with our little stamp on it. As you can see, the living room has not been unpacked at all yet. But I really wouldn't change much in here other than sort of, you know, repainting blinds in time. Same out here really in the hallway. We've actually put our lights up last night from our old kitchen. They look amazing. Nova's playroom needs sorting out properly. And then what else? So the biggest project we would do in time is we want to convert the loft, because we have a huge loft and there is no way that Matt would have agreed to buying any property that we couldn't add value to. So that's in the works. We just need to get an architect to come out and discuss that. Bathroom, I'd really love to have 2 bathrooms because it's a 4-bed. It feels like one isn't enough. It's absolutely fine. It's our dream that we would have an ensuite coming from the dressing room, we kind of have a couple of options. So we could split this and have a door coming from the dressing room, and then have this coming from here, but just half the room. But then that bathroom wouldn't have a window, and they'd both be quite tight. Not the smallest, but we would lose this gorgeous, spacious bathroom. So I didn't know whether there was some way we could, in time, maybe do like a Jack and Jill between these two bedrooms in like one of the alcoves or something. But again, then you're going to lose sort of the size of the room. So lots of question marks. In terms of this bathroom by itself, though, I love the layout. I do think the shower is excessively large, to say there's only one shower head. So I definitely would redo the bathroom at some point. I wouldn't change where anything is, but we need more storage, so it'd be nice to have a double sink. We had the cabinets underneath, keep a shower, but I wouldn't really change the layout. What else? Nova's room really doesn't need anything doing it to it other than paint. I'm definitely going to put some wallpaper up in here, make it nice and girly for her, and probably new blinds in time. That's about it in Nova's room. She's got the best room for sure. I can't wait to get her. I'm looking on Facebook Marketplace every single day for like an antique pine sleigh bed, and I'm going to get chest of drawers to go there too. Sadly, I'm going to have to get rid of that cabinet and the cupboard because she just doesn't need it. She's got, honestly, if my wardrobe looks half this good when I've finished. She doesn't need another wardrobe, but she does need drawers. So as sad as I am, because it's so beautiful, that wardrobe, I think I'm going to have to get rid of it. And the same for the cabinet, because I'm going to get her from Facebook Marketplace, hopefully as well, some antique drawers, pine drawers to match the bed as well. So yeah, we'll hopefully have a loft conversion up there at some point. Wouldn't be doing anything in that bedroom. No, because the same, there's 2 fitted wardrobes. Then our bedroom. So you might remember there was a massive wardrobe there. So Matt took that down and the room just feels 100 times bigger. So that's where we are going to put an archway into what will be the dressing room. But hopefully it won't be too painful on the bank balance. Yeah, so where I'm stood now is basically where you would walk through the arch doorway once we have put that through. And then ideally we will keep these wardrobes, and we're hoping that the doors might be compatible with the IKEA doors. No idea if they will be, but they're literally fitted to the space, so it'd be a shame to waste them. And then I probably would literally follow it, have drawers down here, wrap around, have some more cupboard there, and then like a countertop there and some more drawers. So we just kind of have to measure it up and figure out if we can make it work with IKEA. I really wanted a little island in here, but it's just not going to happen. So maybe like a bench in the middle, that would work nicely. I hope that's made some sense. I feel like I've just rambled really, but I have a lot of thoughts going through my head constantly about the house and what we're going to do. And there's also the coach house that I showed you earlier in the video, which will be like our guest bedroom. That would be quite high on my priority list, to be honest, so my sister can come and stay and stuff. Matt literally hates me because he's like, where's the money coming from, Liv? But yeah, none of this is going to be, this year. It's maybe like a 5-6 year plan, see how we get on. It totally depends how we do things. And yeah, the first thing I think we'll get on with is going to be like painting, decorating, and the first bigger project will be the dressing room. But like I say, I hope that's not going to be too expensive because we're going to do like an IKEA hack. Fingers crossed. So I think that probably covers it all. I fully intend on being more present on YouTube. I will obviously be sharing on Instagram as well, but more detailed renovation, decoration, room projects. I'm definitely going to be uploading more on here. So if you want to follow the journey along, then please subscribe. If you have any suggestions or anything, please comment them below, and I really hope you love the house as much as we do.